Okay.
Hey, Sue.
Yep. Hey, Cassie and Sue. So Sue
Why
has
is it not
changed her
popping
name.
up live?
I didn't realize that was who Smack was.
Joe.
Joe calling us lame. I know.
There we go.
Start out with
live.
dead air. Hey, Dawn.
Hey,
How you
Dawn.
doing?
Why is it not loading for me?
I don't know.
Joe, I don't
Yeah,
know if
there
you're
it is.
busy.
Okay.
If either one, if you guys want in. So we just got a little announcement we're going to give, and then just hang out and talk.
Yeah, I think they were up all night streaming. They were on with Dawson last
There we
night.
go. Okay.
And I don't know if anybody else went live and had them on after that, but they couldn't have because they were on with Dawson, I think, till like 4 in the morning.
Oh, that background's not going to keep playing.
Oh, you gotta
You can
refresh
send
it.
me a link. All right, I'll send you a link.
Cool. Oh. Okay. Hey, Robin, how you doing?
People are going to think you have somebody else here.
Why? Oh, because your hair color changed? Yeah.
Not
Although it doesn't look that much different.
No, it doesn't
camera.
on here, luckily.
No.
But it is a big difference.
Yep. So what you been working on, Josh? Got any videos coming out?
No,
I haven't started it yet because I put up that poll and it's kind of between Overnight and that other channel, which Overnight is going to be like the one that just the name is going to catch people's eyes.
Yep.
But the other one, the other channel actually has like nothing but fake paranormal videos, which would be fun to debunk. So I don't know. I'm kind of still not sure.
I should probably do that poll thing too, though. Although I want to put out one of our past investigations. I want to do that again soon. I've got years and years of videos. I wasn't filming them for YouTube, so they're harder to put together because I wasn't filming people. I was filming as a paranormal investigator. I often say the difference is the YouTuber points the camera at themselves and the investigator turns the camera around. So I've got a lot of that kind of video, but we'll start putting those out. I think I got enough to make some stuff interesting. So hopefully we can get something like that out soon. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, but like I said, I'm got a video that I made. Should be out tomorrow about that one channel that cocked off this week.
Blueberry, Monique, Jeannie, someone else, Robin. So you have that video done? Is it like ready to upload?
It's really close. Yeah. Yep. And I it's a good thing I didn't make it the day after, because it's turned into kind of, you know how there's a difference between like straight up nasty and then kind of funny nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's turned into a little bit more funny nasty, which is good. like I would consider Side Eye Guy. He goes at people hard, but he does it in a way that it doesn't make him look bad. Like he doesn't look like a jerk. Like he looks funny. So
yeah,
which is always a better look.
Yeah, I try not to make it too.
Yeah.
I should wave with my little hands.
So people that are members to my channel, they'll probably, and I got to figure out how I'm going to put it in there because it may not make sense without overlaying it onto the other video because of the way I do things. But like, I was thinking about putting up Dana's reaction to it and my reaction to it up, just the raw videos, so that people can see like, okay, yeah, we can get nasty and use lots of swear words from time to time that don't make it into the,
Ironically, I was given a list and then I used the words on the list and he told me I was using the wrong ones. I'm like, you just gave me a list of what I had to or what I could say.
Yeah, we had a rule that we could only swear at him using his own words that he used. So I feel if he made them acceptable, then that makes it right for us too. Okay. Hey, Sue. Jeff can keep. Yeah, Mountain is definitely highly requested. Mountain makes an appearance in this next video. He's not going to take it over. You know, he's out doing blunts and blow and stuff like that with Dre. So he's not always available to make videos anymore. He got a record or a rap contract. But yeah, we had to stop him from doing a drive-by this weekend on that guy. So yeah, it's one of those things. Like I've heard Side Eye Guy say it, you know, the Grim Reaper thing. Like he just said that line in one video, and that thing is just taken off. Like everybody brings it up and everything he does.
Yeah, you got T-shirts and
yeah, yep, yeah. I got to get one of those T-shirts. Yeah, it's probably not paranormal. Says George Carlin made the list. Yeah, we didn't even get into that list.
Crow didn't end his live, did he?
Here, I can cut over and look.
No, it's a members only one.
Oh.
Mrs. Boo needs a name.
Mrs. Boo.
Yeah, we kind of said Mrs. Boo. I mean, her name's Dana.
Yeah, my name's Dana, but we go by Miss. That we actually did that because I would go into chat sometimes, and everybody would be like Jeff, and it's like no, and then it's like too hard trying to always have to respond with Dana afterwards. So it was like that's why we came up with the Mrs. Boo and then just Boo, because then everybody knows.
How you doing, Julie? I see Kaza's here. Hi.
Joy says yes that he did. Said
yep.
Because I'm hoping that he didn't. He's just finished and demanded we come here.
Yeah.
And this is all stuff that could have just been rewatched. I told him that it wasn't a big deal.
Hey, Fantastic. How you doing?
Well, if anything, maybe he might even join. I already sent him a link.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know if you want to wait or if you want to go ahead and talk about it.
So
Kaza said Crow finished. Let's maybe wait just a couple more minutes.
All right.
Sue's talking about Mountains Woman, so you can be my mountain mama, maybe. I don't know.
There we go, mountain mama.
So what type of equipment and stuff like that do you prefer to use at investigations?
I'm hooking us up. Here we go. I'll show it off.
I'm ordering.
No, I bought these just to. I want to have them like in my office and stuff. I want to see what makes them go off. You know what I mean? I'm going to tear one apart. I want to see why these damn things all go off like crazy. I mean, I know it's not paranormal, but what sets them off?
Kenny went over it in the video that I did on.
Yeah. You won't be able to see it on camera. Yeah, you won't be able to see it on camera, but there's a little blue box in there with a little ball. I think when that separates the contact with the wall is what makes it go off.
There's like little tiny like BB inside.
Yeah.
Some of them have 2 of them, but yeah, as soon as it touches pretty much the whole outer rim, as soon as that ball makes any contact with it, it goes off.
But I want to see like, you know, because in a certain video I was watching, like the guy was on an old rickety floor in an attic and kept freaking out because his stupid cat balls were going off. It's like, dude, you're moving. Like those boards are moving. Why are you flipping out that your cat ball's going off? Like, and then here's another thing too. So they've got the REM pod with the 5 lights. Do you know much about those? That middle one's a temperature light, isn't it? Serving the cat balls.
This one?
Has that got 5 lights, one in the middle? Yeah. That middle one, is that temperature?
No, it's kind of like, it's more like the closer and closer you get to it, it'll change. And this one, the temperature is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. That little light right there.
Okay.
That'll be your temperature light. And it has like a different tone to it too.
Yeah.
Which I keep mine turned off because I used to use it, but it seems like it goes off. It's very sensitive. So I quit using it.
See, this one that we use, this never goes off. Like never ever. So there was I'm not one that says because your REM pod goes off, because I know there's a million things that set them off. But when this does go off, I kind of like, okay, what made that go off? Because we take it all the time and it never goes off. And we had one time with this, we were at a house. We were set up for 3 days straight, 72 hours. We had, CCTV, audio surveillance, everything in this house for 72 hours. And we had this thing on the whole time. One night for 1 hour, this thing would not stop going off. It was absolutely crazy. And it didn't matter where I put it. But then after that, it never went off again. And we checked the batteries and stuff and they weren't, it still worked. So, I mean, it was, I don't know. It's very, I don't really classify things that I get as evidence. I say, okay, this is interesting, because like I said, especially with the REM pod, we all know there's a million things that can set it off.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I'm the same way too. Like pretty much this REM pod is kind of the only thing that I actually carry around with me. During an investigation. I'll carry it just to see if it does go off, then you can kind of focus over that way and see what's setting it off and start going from there. But yeah, so when we first started investigating, we carried bags and bags of stuff with us, and now it's just I carried my book bag and just a couple of things.
I mean, if we've got a long time to investigate, I have a lot of stuff that I bring, but it's CCT or it's a DVR system with a TV, monitor. I use that Zoom H6 recorder and I bring a bunch of microphones and hook it up to each channel, so I have multi-tracks of different rooms and the audio and stuff like that. So like I bring a lot of stuff if the opportunity is there, but it's not toys. I mean, it's actual.
I bring a pen and paper.
Yeah, power cords, cables, all that stuff. Yeah, she brings a pen and paper.
Yeah, I don't even know if this place even has. Well, it should have. I don't know. I know that during the
power.
Yeah, during the video they had one light turned on, but
yeah, I was going to text him and see if they got power. So
yeah, I'm not sure.
I'd say we can probably go ahead and say what we're doing. I'll let you do that.
Well, it's been something that I put in a video a long time ago that I've been wanting to visit. And the three of us, actually a few more, will be going to, if any of you guys seen the debunk video that I did on Jasco or Angelo. Let me see here. I
didn't realize they had been there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's even funnier.
This video and this video that I did on them. It's at this location. And we'll be going there June
1st.
June 1st, yep.
June 1st.
Yep. And we will be joining you and looking forward to it. Since, like I said, or no, I said this earlier, sorry, on a different show, but our background has been residential for so long. Like I need to step away from that for a little bit and I want to go out and have a little fun. You know what I mean? Being serious, but still going to a place like this and investigating is different than dealing with a family that's freaked out and all staying in one room of their house because they're scared to sleep by themselves.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even say the name of the location. I just showed pictures of it.
You got to guess. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. What is the name of the town? I forget.
It's called the Haunted Middle Point School.
Yeah, the Haunted Middle Point School, and it's in Middle Point. It's in Ohio. And we are, I don't know if anybody that's seen my post yesterday where I was asking where everybody was from, was to see if anybody was near us. Because each team is going to be inviting a person.
Yep. So
if any of you guys are close and can make it there, you guys are, we're going to pick one person. Two total, but yeah, we're going to bring one person with us to investigate. Don, you been there?
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, did Joe join you?
Oh, it's only 4 hours from her. That's not that far. Yeah, we're so I think what we said we're gonna do is if only 2 people say they want to go and can go that day, it's June 1st at 7 o'clock till 2 o'clock in the morning, with the possibility of doing the overnight. I haven't talked to him about that yet, but so yeah, we want to take 2 people, one from your channel, one from our channel, and then if we get more than 2 people that want to go, then we'll get that wheel out and we'll do a wheel. So we're going to leave this up for a few days and give people a chance to rewatch and like say, hey, I want to go. And only sign up if you can go, though. I mean, we don't want to give it away to somebody that won't be able to make it. So
yeah. So
I just got out of the shower.
Did you just get up too, since you guys were doing the overnight shift on live streams?
I've been up since 12:30 or something.
we were just talking about the T-shirt too, the Grim Reaper.
Yeah. Yep. There you go.
If Dawn is 4 hours from that place, that means I'm 8 hours.
Sure.
But it is on my list.
I take it she lives on the western side of the state then?
More. She's like an hour from Lexington.
Okay.
Okay.
Like an hour south or west?
East.
Oh, east. Okay.
And this school is like it's southwest of Ohio. For anybody that is not familiar with it,
It's kind of
Oh, well, wait a minute.
more in the middle,
mean-
but definitely the western edge. Because it like if anybody's familiar with the routes, it's off of Route 30.
What is it?
It's
Where
Middle
is-
Point.
Middle Point?
Yeah. It's close. It's not far from Indiana.
hello, Spage.
Dawn just called you a liar. She said she's 10 minutes from Lexington.
Brian, Chris Williams, Giselle, Monique. I think I've said it.
It's
Yeah,
an
this
hour and a
is-
half from us.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 4.5 hours for me.
There's definitely something that happened in the video of where I debunked Jaska and them that I want to recreate.
Okay.
That's when the bathroom door slams behind him or something. A door slams behind him and he runs out and Angelo's standing down the hallway. I think that we can recreate it. And
I did see your video on that.
So,
Oh, it's like 30 minutes from Indiana line
Yeah.
by Middlebury. So
Yep.
it's not.
Yep.
Okay.
so I don't know if the side eye guy's going to use it or not, but Dawn and I did a thing where basically what they want you to see versus what really happened. So I had Dawn and I holding cameras, and then I had just a static camera, like kind of behind us. So the static camera, would get everything, everything that's going on.
Yeah.
So just made up a stupid little story. Anyways, my door slammed shut, right?
Mhm.
But the way I edited it looks like we were right next to each other the whole time. So you don't see me run down the hall real quick, slam that door, and then come back. All you see is the edited version of what I wanted to show. And then again, it makes it look like Dawn and I were standing right next to one another. But then I show the footage that shows everything that happened. And you see me run down there, slamming the door, open the door back up, closing the door, and then coming back and standing next to them like I was always there.
Yep.
hey,
Yeah,
Solo.
I wanted to do after I watched that CJ Faison video, it's like I really think whenever they film there at that farm, there's someone else there. And
Definitely.
I'm going to do a video on how easy that can be pulled off. I'm going to give the person that's doing all the knocking and banging, I'm going to let them run around with a camera. And then I'm going to act like, we're investigating, and just to show how easy that would be for someone to do and probably not even get caught. You can do that so easy without getting caught.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I need to see if the side eye guy is going to use that footage because he was going to use it for something,
yeah.
and he hasn't done any. He hasn't put out that video yet, so I don't know what he's going to do with it. But if he's not going to use it, I'll use it.
Yeah.
When that door slammed, I thought for sure that he did one of those little, because he does do the spin, which is where they usually cut it and then just redo the spin. Like, who was it that just, Kenny Biddle just did like a little tutorial thing, how you can do it on your phone.
Yeah.
But I went frame by frame and I didn't see no up and down, nothing that where I seen like a cut. So I believe that he just slammed it and then just sped walk down that hallway.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny too in those guys' videos. There's always multiple people there, and as soon as they separate, that's when the activity really starts.
Does the front door, Don, does the front door of that building, does it actually lock from the inside, like automatically? Because they did claim that, because it was like one of us is going to go outside and he can't come in because it locks behind you. Which, I mean, if it does, I know that the other person just let them in, but I was just curious if they just flat out lied about it.
And at some point, I'm hoping I don't see why not, but let's see, because we have this long ass trip coming up, and then Beardo never got back to me. Trying to figure out when it'll be best for Beardo to come out here.
Yeah.
I definitely do want to get together and investigate a place with you guys.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, I was going to hit you up and ask you, like, okay, where could we go? But I mean, it sounded like you guys are like going to go all over the place. You guys are going to be in Texas, and
right.
I forget your list, but you had quite the list.
Yeah. So as of right now, Texas, we'll be there for a week. Because Dom wanted to go to that thing, see her friend.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to Goatman's Bridge, which whatever. I don't have high hopes of that place, to be honest.
Come on, open your mind. I'm just kidding.
And then then the Hill House, and then we'll end up coming back at some point. I'm gonna have to like rest up.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dawn.
Yep.
And like I said, I got to find out, about Beardo and Parple. I'm hoping maybe Parple could come out here as well.
Yep.
But I don't know. We'll figure it out. Someplace cool, but also cheap. Maybe a place that we can stay a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a Monroe House.
Yeah, I'm going there soon. That's definitely on my list of stuff to hit early summer.
All you guys, I mean, if that is something you want to do, all you got to do is tell me. I will. I'm friends with Eddie and Pam, and
that's one I would bring the DVR camera set up to.
Up at the Monroe House.
And wire the whole.
Yeah, I definitely
have long enough
there too.
You have long enough to set up.
Have you been there, Josh?
No, I haven't been there yet. It's been on my list though.
All right. Is that something that you guys do want to do then?
Oh, for sure.
All right.
For anybody who thinks that the chat might be broken, I think we're both streaming from our own YouTube channel.
Yep.
And I'm the one that is like bringing the chat up to the bottom.
We're streaming to Facebook too, so I don't know if maybe some of that Facebook.
Because Facebook's showing up here, but not on our you're live. Okay. So, but I'm kind of keeping track and responding to everybody from that chat.
But I think we see every comment.
Yes.
Here. Okay.
But that's why I'm saying I'm responding.
As
Mrs. Boo with everything.
I'm going to just go ahead and repeat what we said earlier because I do see there's newer people in here. So we're getting together with Paranormal Seekers, and we're going to go to the Middle Point School. It's in central western Ohio, I would think would be a good description. But we're looking for two people that watch this stream. We want to take two people with us. And if more than 2 people are interested, then we're going to do the wheel and like pick 2 winners. It is on June 1st at 7:00 is when you would have to be there. If it was somebody close to me, I'd offer a ride, but we've got small cars and they'll be
Plus
full.
all the equipment. Yeah.
It'll be full with equipment. So that's,
let's see. Oh, no, never mind. I saw a comment. I'm like, I got confused. I seen it wrong.
Yeah.
My name's Joe.
Side-eye guy had a troll in his this morning. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I scared him earlier,
Yeah.
which was awesome because
Dana scared him. She popped on and yeah, they had some dude in there talking shit. It was funny.
Nobody
Yeah.
kicked them or blocked them or anything like that.
No, side-eye guy's a free speech guy. Plus, I think side-eye guy can pretty much shred anybody he wants to.
Yeah. I kind of figured.
Yeah. He doesn't seem like one I want to get in a word argument with.
Yeah, Monroe House is 3 hours away from me.
Yeah.
It's 8.
That's not
for
bad.
me. 4 for Dawn. Yeah, I mean, if that's what you guys want to do,
Yeah,
we
definitely.
can probably do it late into this year.
Yep.
If you guys want to do that.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Yep. Like I said, that would be one too that we can, full on set up because you got enough time there. It's not like a brushy mountain where you got. How long did you guys have there? Like 5 hours? 4 hours?
4 hours.
Oh wow.
That's probably a good question for our location as well. I know it starts at 7 p.m. Which one did we get? Do you know when you set it up?
He didn't ask. So
we just made the deposit.
We just made so it's at least from 7 to 2, but it could be, I think then you, for an extra $100, you can get it from 2 to 8 in the morning or something like that. You can get
like 11 a.m.
It's okay. 11. So you can get an overnight which that's a pretty good deal. And, those guys too, then they have several locations, and I think how it works, once you go to one, you get reduced pricing for the other ones. So it's a pretty good deal.
Who owns that?
It's Austin Menard.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So they have like 5 different places, I think. And like I said, they do some kind of deal if you go to one and then your next one, you get a different price. So I'll speak of side-eye guy. There he is.
Side-eye guy. Fuck you, side-eye guy.
We got to keep it clean.
I'm not sure who you're asking.
4 hours is all they learn. No, it's 7 to 2. So that's what? 7
Oh,
hours.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 7 hours. And then for an extra $100, you get it from 7 at night to 11 the next day. So that's not a bad deal, I don't think.
For an extra $100?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, go donate so they can get that extra time.
No,
we wasn't sure because we both live only an hour away, and if we're there and if we're close to being about done at 2:00 in the morning, I mean, we could just drive back home, being an hour away.
Yeah.
But I mean, it all depends on who's also joining us, and if they're too far, I mean, we can get the extra.
Yep. Because I mean, we've done cots before. We did that when we went to the Century Tavern. We just did cots.
We did cots and just sleeping
stayed there.
bags and.
Yeah. Bring air mattresses. If we go to the Monroe House, there's 2 beds. There's only 2 beds.
Yeah.
Oh,
bring an air mattress.
We actually have some really nice camping cots that are really nice to sleep on. So
we're glampers.
These are only twin beds, so 2 people on a bed, and it ain't happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the name of the place?
It's the Haunted Middle Point School. It's in Middle Point, Ohio. It looks like a really, really small town.
Yeah. It's tiny. What was the
Side-eye guy.
Yeah, say we wanted to, because of what we're doing, we wanted to reach as many viewers as we could.
if anybody's familiar with like Ohio, it's like between
They're not going to move Delphus.
no, like Van Wert and Lima. It's like a little bit northwest of Lima, Ohio, but it's near like Van Wert.
Which you don't want to get caught in Lima after dark. I'm
No.
just saying.
Um,
And
I've been-
it's
the only thing I care about with Ohio is Cedar Point, and today is opening day at Cedar Point.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I have not.
I
We live.
can't tell you the last time I've gone.
we
don't
live
do
like
45
an
minutes
hour.
from there.
Yeah, I was gonna say like an hour, 45 minutes,
And I
something
haven't-
like that.
I haven't been there since I was probably 19 or 20.
Yeah, I guess because I guess it's so. I mean, but I don't
we
like
just don't
roller
go.
coasters, so
see, I
for
don't
me,
mind
it's like,
Yep.
well,
Have
I
you
can't go on
been
them
to,
anyhow now.
Have you been to the Lima TV hospital? I know you're not allowed
have.
there, but
I
No.
have, and the only reason that they guy was an EMT, and somebody was like, "Hey, you got to come over here," and and it was like, we drove by it, and they were like, "Let's just go," and it was like, no.
So yeah, anybody in the chat that's interested, hit us up or put it in the chat, and we'll start a list going with names that wants to go with us. Like I said, we're taking 2, and we'll spin the wheel if we get more than 2 that want to go. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, Cedar Point, man, that's definitely a big deal. Like people in Toledo love it. I just
Season tickets, people get.
yeah, I just don't.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know.
I love
We
roller
don't-
coasters.
Yeah.
Like I go to Cedar Point. That's it. Roller coasters.
Yeah. Yep.
they knew the new one that they just opened up. Did you hear all the like there's a whole bunch of things that you can and cannot do to get on that roller coaster. Like you can't have any loose items.
Right.
Like even glasses you can't have. I mean,
You're
it's
not
like-
allowed to have flip flops. It must be tennis shoes.
shoes.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I saw the list. I'm like, oh, there's gonna be a lot of people that aren't happy about this one. But,
Yeah. Well, and then the lockers. They
mhm.
have lockers, but the problem is well, one, they're $4 fucking for the lockers, just to get on that ride. If you want to put your stuff on there.
Just for the ride.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Know what I said they should do? Because they're making this a mandate that you have to follow these rules. They should have a basket that you put your stuff in on the one side, and then they put it on the other side. So then when you come back out, you pull it out until you take your stuff that you need.
Like
So
Court.
they used to do this when you go to get on the train, you can basically go to the other side real quick, throw your stuff in a certain bin, remember the number,
Yeah.
and then get back on the coaster. But see, they hate doing that because then it takes up too much time because they want to dispatch the trains as fast as possible to get as many people on as possible. But it
thank
does
you,
suck.
Anna.
Yeah, it does.
Cool.
That does suck, but I'm riding everything. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just not I've never been a real big roller
Yeah, like I
coaster
said,
fan.
I don't mind them and I like them, but I just don't like feel the need to do it. I don't know why.
That's too many people for my anxiety.
That's definitely a
that
good
might be
people
part of
watching
it for
place
me.
though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
think
fun
that
to
might
just
be-
go watch the people and be like, holy cow.
That might just be part of it though too. There's so many people now.
Yep.
I go on a
Okay.
weekday, fast lane passes.
Yeah.
Although we did go on a Wednesday and Thursday years back.
Mhm.
Wednesday was okay. Thursday was fucking packed and they sold too many fast lane passes. We
Oh.
waited hours in the fast
Mhm.
lane line.
Yep.
Again, I'm like, what the hell? It's supposed to be fast lane.
Yeah. Yep.
A lot of people now like doing the Halloween weekends, and they get the or they do like just the weekend, like the Monday pass, but they do the Halloween weekends because then they get that whole extra month of
Yep.
just Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Anna, I'm not sure if you were in
Hey,
here,
Tyler.
but we're doing an investigations June 1st.
At the haunted Middle Point School. And we're looking for people to go. 2 people. Yeah. So if it, and we did agree that we're going to leave this up for a few days and let people rewatch it and submit their request to join us. So
just send one of us a message if you're interested, and if you need more details, we can fill you in.
Yep. Joe, when are you guys going to Texas? That's coming up soon, isn't it?
We're going to be leaving the 18th or 19th or something.
So
I don't remember. No, I think it's sooner than that, actually. I'll have to look.
Man, 3 days at the Hill House. That would be. So, Jeffrey, is that your official?
Putting your name in the
hat? Are
hat?
you officially putting your name in the hat?
All right. All right, you guys do that.
No, we're leaving. We're going to leave on the 17th. Sorry.
Oh, okay. We're looking for a piece of paper.
I got it. So Jeffrey.
And Teresa, if she's serious.
Parasolo Post Town's a pretty cool place. I love Daryl. Love his wife. They are amazing people.
Where's that one at? That's
Middletown, Ohio.
Wait, Post Town is?
Yeah.
Oh.
So who else was it? Just
so far on the list, we just have Jeffrey Kuhn. If anybody else was on the list and we missed it, go ahead and say it again in the chat. Write your name down.
The Teresa said, but there's an LOL at the end of it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, if you're serious, Teresa, let us know. We'll put your name down. And again, if anybody that signs up, okay, she said she was just playing.
Okay.
But I was going to say, if anybody signed up, I mean, make sure that you're able to go, because we don't want to draw somebody and then they can't go and then all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I seriously thought about going to Waverly Hills and first off, it's expensive. So yeah, that's probably out of the question. It's a $1,200 bill. But what I thought about doing was, if I was able to, get Waverly Hills and then put it out there. Hey, if there's 8 people out there that want to go to Waverly Hills, can go.
Yep.
Put your name out there. And if I get more than 8 people, then we may have to spin a wheel.
Yeah. How many? So you said it's $1,200. How many people can go? Is that up to 10 people or
10?
Okay.
So
go ahead and put my name on there.
Yeah. So Raven said something about if anybody goes to Europe. Jeff and I are actually going to be going to Europe, and people are trying to set up some things for us over there.
Yeah, we have a friend over there that wants to set up some kind of lecture ghost hunt type thing, and so when we go over to the UK, we'll definitely announce that. I told her, I said, you don't realize how many people we have in the UK that watch us on YouTube now. So you're gonna be surprised at how many people might be interested in that. So.
Even Germany.
But if you do set up for Waverly, yeah, definitely let me know.
Or we could get a bunch of investigators together and I'll pitch in like $100. That'll do it. $100 isn't bad.
No, that makes it affordable if you have, that $1,200 split between 10 people.
Right. But we have to, throw down that money immediately so it can be sent. And then dates got to be set.
Yep.
And that place books like crazy.
Okay. We should definitely talk about that. We should definitely talk about that.
Data, the school that we're going to is June 1st.
Yep.
In Ohio.
7 o'clock.
Hey, Dawson.
7 o'clock to 2.
Hey, Boober. Morning rain. Yeah, I don't think it would be hard if
no,
all
you'd get 10
down.
People. Yeah, you could probably, honest to God, you could probably have 10 people in this chat say, hey, I'm down for that. That would be quick to, give up 10 spots. Oh.
Yeah, what Dawson said, be have better luck if you go during the weekday.
Yeah. Is it same price during the week or is it cheaper during the week?
No, it's the same price.
Oh, okay. Have you ever looked into OSR, the Ohio State?
I've been there twice.
How much is that place? Do you know?
It's fucking expensive too.
It's like, okay, yeah, I was thinking it was $2,500.
It used to be 900, which wasn't bad if you got a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But I think they raised their prices. That place is pretty cool, but
now it's just so much commercialized.
Yeah, it's Shawshank Redemption
so
tribute now.
crazy. I mean, I went there before they did all this updating and everything, and it was amazing to go to. Had a lot of experiences. Then went back, and it's just like it's so commercialized. It's like, ugh, I don't like going there anymore, just because it's so commercialized now.
Yeah, we just went there at the end of last year and didn't get anything.
Yeah, we did see a shadow person, but my camera wasn't able to catch it because it's just like too far away.
Yeah. Yep.
And I mean, that was really like, nothing.
I actually had my purse ripped off because I had a crossover purse and I had it ripped off my shoulder. Nobody was around me. Got it ripped off my shoulder and actually pushed down the steps at the same time. So,
Side-Eye Guy just made the comment that that's why Jasco and Mindseed rent Airbnbs because they're a lot cheaper than these haunted locations.
Yeah.
That I gotta say this. So when Side-Eye Guy did that video about Mindseed renting the Airbnb and then hiring actors to make up that story, like, I mean, I knew the paranormal stuff on YouTube was bad, but that I didn't know it was that bad. Like that blew my mind when he, exposed them for that. I was just like, oh my God, they hired actors. That is next level fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm confused.
And the Airbnbs are everywhere. You don't have to travel.
Right.
Hold on. No, I got the wrong one here. Public ghost hunt, mini ghost hunt. What do they not have? Why are they saying self-guided tour?
at Ohio.
Yeah.
They actually have like those handheld things that you can give yourself a self-guided tour, and it tells you about it. Like you have points that you have to stop, and it tells you about. Yeah, it's dumb.
It's not saying anything here. I mean, it says mini ghost hunt. What is the mini ghost hunt?
I want to say that's
what their tour guide.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
It's not
walk in one big group.
Somebody did thumbs up.
Saying anything here.
I'm pretty sure it's 1,500 for the weekend, and I think it's 12 for the weekday.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yep. And we've got a space too that we've got in Toledo that I've mentioned it a couple times. It was on Ghost Hunters. It's called the Collingwood Art Center. It's an old convent. There are all kinds of stories of paranormal stuff there. Yeah. And
we've had
it's relatively there. Unknown. Like it's not like Waverly Hills. Like if you say Collingwood Art Center, people aren't going to know what you're talking about. But Ghost Hunters did an episode there. Yeah. Yep. And even there, I mean, it's like $700, I think, but it's big enough that you can
spread
take
out
10 people. Like it is a massive building.
And we've had experiences there.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, there's one spot that I don't care to go to. Yep. I'll go there because I've had all my experiences have been in that same area. So I try to avoid that area, but I will go to that area.
There is definitely, and I've caught it on video. There is something bad in the basement. I didn't catch the thing but what it did to a person that I'm going to put out in the video sometime. I don't like going to that spot. There's something very, very bad in that basement. I don't want to say demonic. I don't want to go that far, but
it's a demon. Admit it. Okay. You know it. I know it. It's a demon.
I mean, it's said on an EVP one time that I caught it said, "Fuck you, I'm Satan." So
yeah.
But then I debunked it. I think I actually said that.
Fantastic. 2 months. Parasolo. Some of these locations make bank. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And if it's one of those two. Like I know there's a lot of like the money that people charge to go to these places, they put it back into restoring buildings. So, some of the times I don't have a problem paying the fees because they put it back into restoring a building that would have been destroyed.
Yeah, this building though too, because we've gone behind the scene, gotten one of the behind the scenes tour, and to see what's above like the theater there, and if this thing ever got caught fire, it'd be gone. There's so much wood up there, but it's just gorgeous to see this just inside how they built above. It's really cool.
Maybe I don't want to put it on like the free side yet. This building will definitely be on my channel at some point, but maybe I'll put some videos up in the membership side just so people can see the building and the behind the scenes.
Well, it's in our membership one from when we
didn't put a video in there yet.
Yeah, no, but we put some of it with from when we did the mountain range.
We didn't put. Oh, that's just a picture of the building. Yeah.
I'm just saying there's some pictures of just the outside, just so you get an idea.
I also used it for my Bob Larson University.
Tyler, is that the school that's like down south of Ohio?
Liberty Township School.
I feel like that's the one that's like all the way down south.
Yeah, I don't know where that's at.
I'm looking.
Yeah, like Tyler and Dawson and Joe and you guys all got this third shift live stream stuff going on here lately.
Yeah, I know. Thankfully, I'm kind of able to get things done.
Yeah. I'll wake up in the morning and it's
They say
like
it was
Crow is live.
Liberty Township School.
Yeah.
Well, shit, the side-eye guy was live.
Yeah, I joined him this morning. That was a good time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, if you want to jump on here, go ahead." I'm like, "Oh, I got to do coffee first. I don't function without coffee."
Hey, Ruth. Thanks for that gifted. You Paraslow. Got it?
That's more towards Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyler, that's another place that's not too far from us that I'd like to go to is that Randolph County Asylum. That's in Indiana.
Yeah, that guy, okay. He followed me on Facebook and sent me a message about all his he's got like 5 locations. I know Paranormal Quest like went to each one, like one after another.
Yeah, this is on Facebook, isn't it?
Yes, it is on Facebook as well.
Never mind. Joe shall keep his mouth shutteth.
Hezekiah 1:1.
I do want to go back to Randolph County Asylum. I want to check that church out, but I don't because people are like, "Oh, this is the church Jim Jones went to." Yeah, when he was like fucking 5 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know which one you're talking about. And everybody that goes there happens to get in touch with him.
Yeah, which is like,
yeah. If that dude is truly haunting someplace, it wouldn't be there.
And then before he bought, this is me speaking. Before he bought,
in my opinion,
before he bought Randolph County Asylum, I was there. And nowhere did anyone mention anything about demons in that place. Now, magically, not saying he said it, but it came from somewhere. Now there's demons there.
well, there's demons everywhere. I mean, let's face it, it's 2024. Demons sell.
Yeah.
Until you actually encounter one, and then you're like, "Yeah, this ain't as cool as I thought it. This isn't as cool as YouTube led me to believe it was."
Yeah, that's the one, Ernie. Blue Collar Paranormal. That's the one that owns that school.
He's still up.
Yeah, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
And like those 5 locations, he sent me or he followed me on TikTok and like instantly messaged me.
I'm kind of sort of trying to talk Dawn into us buying a haunted location.
Do it. Do it. Then you can become my haunted hotel.
But
Hmm.
if that was to happen, I'm saying right now, nobody's gonna know her and I own it. Nobody.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll have an upfront person deal with that.
She says, Dawn said, Middle Point is in the middle of cornfields. Cool.
But right now, though, kind of put the buy a haunted location thing on hold because we got to get a place and
Yeah.
get things together and
Get you guys a farm.
yeah. So here's my problem, right? I live out in the country right now, and I like being in the suburbs because I also love Halloween, and I want to be that house that goes all out on Halloween with some like horrific scenery.
Yeah. Our buddy from Toledo, Ohio Ghost Hunter Society, he is that guy on Halloween. Like,
I want to be that person, but Jeff won't let me.
We don't have room to store all the shit. Like this guy has.
Just like I want an 8-foot skeleton to decorate for every holiday outside, and he won't let me.
Yeah, but this guy, like, the amount of room that it takes storage space to store all of his Halloween shit, it's like, it's not worth it. And then the month that it takes to set it up and tear it down.
I just want one skeleton that he can stay up year round, and I just change his outfits.
We don't have room for him.
Thank you, Kaza.
We do, but you just won't let me have one.
Kaza, cool.
Right at 420.
One just sold near me with a grave and headstone in the basement. Would that be a haunted location, Mothman? Or what sold? How long? Yeah, that's a Jeffrey Kuhn said too. His only worry about buying one was how long is this like paranormal fad gonna last? I don't know. I don't know that it's ever gonna go away. I think people are always gonna be interested. What do you guys think?
Interested in what?
In paranormal. Like I don't think investing in buying a haunted location, I don't think would be a bad investment. I think people are always going to be.
No, if anything, it's like it's picking up even more.
Yeah.
Now.
Right. Well, not only that, it'll pay for itself. But I also don't want to like charge a ridiculous amount of money for people to investigate. I mean, at the very least, it needs to pay for itself.
Yes. Yep. And I think honestly, like if I were to buy a place, I would probably do what My Haunted Hotel does. I mean, that's a pretty cool concept to have a place under surveillance 24/7 with, all those cameras and things like that. That would be really cool to have that. So I guess if I win the lottery, that would be something I would do.
Well, Nightmare Nation is trying to win the lottery. So
is that his investment program?
Yeah, it's his investment program.
Yeah, screw that 401k. Let's buy lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. The problem with YouTube is there's so many channels doing the same thing. I mean,
some of these channels are not getting the views that they are getting, and it is a mixture of things.
Mm-hmm.
One is there are people who are realizing that the shit's not real that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
People are probably getting bored of it. Also, the time of year, from like December to like May, just sucks with YouTube. The views are down and things like that, but they should start picking up those views.
I always notice too, like this has nothing to do with the YouTube stuff, but like probably late August till Christmas is when all of a sudden we would get a barrage of cases. Like around Halloween time, everybody's all of a sudden haunted, and needs help.
Mhm.
So, but then once Christmas hits, man, it's like
Dead.
all the ghosts are gone.
Mhm.
It's hilarious.
Because usually about
Dawn.
mid-November, like right before Thanksgiving.
I'm sorry. Dawn.
Hey,
So-
Don.
See if we can get that set up.
Did we miss something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're all looking
Yes.
for what we missed.
See if we can get that set up. I'll talk to you later about it.
Okay. It's not in the chat. She must have texted you that.
She did.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So I can stop searching.
Hey, Orb Horror. Yeah. I've definitely noticed a lot of them going over to the camping crap. And
Yeah.
like I said, I think it's a way for them to maybe get like debunkers and people to look away from all their bullcrap for a little bit.
hey, horror.
Yeah. I'd like to say hello to Miss Horror.
I did the video on Jasco and Ben at camping, and they literally just sitting there talking about video games they used to play and all this crap for 20 minutes. They could have cut out other video and left it in and made me fucking suffer.
Yeah. Jasco videos, I've noticed he does that a lot. He'll put just things that like have nothing to do with anything for way longer than it should be in there. It's
Yeah,
like,
the
dude,
longer the
what
video, the
hell?
more ads, the more money they get. That's all they worry about.
That's true. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch because, like I said, I think I saw your video that you did of them visiting that Middle Point school. So
Yeah, I'm probably going to even rewatch it, or at least
yeah,
I don't want to watch their videos because it's too much.
yep. So
Sorry.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'll explain a little bit. There's a location that cut their since we're talking about prices conveniently, these locations,
Yeah.
there's a place that cut their prices off 50% off during the summer.
Oh,
And instead of paying like the 600 and whatever,
Yeah.
it's now like 300 and something.
Oh. I'm assuming it's because there's no AC.
No, he posted because of inflation and trying to put food on the table and all that stuff. So he's offering 50% off at a location.
Cool.
But it better not just be a 4-hour one.
Yeah. So when you guys went to Brushy Mountain too, in that 4 hours that you had, it was a tour part of that?
Yeah, and the tour cut into quite a bit of it. That tour was like about an hour.
Yeah, that
And
would suck.
and then we got to turn around, set up, and get where we need to go, get that set up. I mean, it was fun, and I'm glad got to meet and investigate with Nightmare Nation and Dawson.
Yep.
They were awesome. Honestly,
Yeah.
they were really cool, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
It's just that 4 hours went by fast.
Yeah.
Now, if we were stuck at work, we're like, fuck, man.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's only been 4 hours.
Yep.
So we didn't even get a chance to really investigate the entire prison. Like, we probably spent way too much time in one spot when we could have cut that time down and went somewhere else. It's just, the way it is. Cass, I'll send you a message on that one. But I don't want to give away our next potential location.
Yep.
Yeah, 4 hours is not enough. I mean, you really gotta.
Yep.
But whatever. I enjoyed it. It was fucking fun.
Yeah. I do see new people in here. Let's go over the purpose of the live again real quick. Is that we're going to the Haunted Middle Point School in Middle Point, Ohio with Paranormal Seekers on June 1st at 7. And we are looking for 2 people to go with us. It would be free to you. You just have to get there. we're putting a list together. If we have more than 2 that want to go, we're going to do the wheel sometime soon.
So far,
if
we
you're,
have 1 taker.
Yep. If you're interested, let us know. And then we'll announce who gets to go, after we do the wheel thing, or if only 2 people sign up, then great. And it would kind of be cool too. Like, and I'm not saying like, I don't care who goes with us, but it would be cool if it's somebody that like is really interested in the paranormal, but's never got to go on an investigation. I think that would be fun to take someone like that.
Yeah, to see what it's like at an actual location.
Yep.
Might even help see through like the bull crap that you see.
Yeah. What'd you do?
Choked myself.
Choked yourself on the microphone. Look out.
Is there a place that you wouldn't go? I don't think so.
Yeah, I can't. For me personally, I can't think of any place.
Yeah.
One of my dream locations, and there's probably nothing to it anymore. I've always wanted to go to Boleskine Manor, which is in Scotland by Loch Ness. And it's where Aleister Crowley did all of his shit. His summoning spells and all that witchcraft and magic and dark stuff that he did. Like, he built this house specifically designed for his rituals and stuff. And the story goes is that he started doing some stuff, but then got called by some secret order that he had to leave. So he left everything open. And
so if we could get into that place, that would be a full sure Scotland and not Ireland when we go to
but they're
UK.
But they're remodeling it now. Like,
Yeah.
they're putting a bunch of money, because it was dilapidated really bad and falling apart. But they're actually turning it into like a banquet hall, wedding place, things that they're putting a lot of money into.
But if people could still get us in there, we'd go.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Have you guys been to the jail in Ohio, Licking County?
No.
We
really, like I said, we've been so involved in doing the private cases for so long that we haven't gone to these places. And now I want to start. Like I said, I just got to take a step back a little bit and want to have some fun for a little bit, but I'll still do private cases if we get them, local ones. I'm just not with the Warren Foundation anymore and doing as many as I had done.
Oh, Jeffrey Kuhn, there we go. He said he's been, so that works.
Oh, cool. So yeah.
So, and he's
awesome.
So far, he's the only one that wants to go.
Hopefully he gets to go. So far, your odds are good. Is Tanya from the States, or is she from UK? Or Tanya, where are you from?
So when I made that post yesterday asking where everybody's from, I got a lot of comments, and say more than half of them ain't even in the US.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that watch our channel are from overseas, which is cool.
So I know Philip, he's from Indiana, so I don't know if he'd be interested, but I know that he's at work. I think he's at work right now.
Oh.
Tanya's from New Zealand.
Oh, so she's definitely not in range to go with us.
She's on the side there.
Yep. Hey, Big Dan, how you doing?
As of right now, we're going to have my team, which is me and Ernie, which I still got to get with him, make sure that, see if he's going, if he's got that day available. Then both of you, and one person in your team, another person in your team, or 2.
Yeah, we got one more, Jerry. Yep.
Okay. So it's a decent sized location. At least it looks like it. So maybe like halfway through the investigation, we'll split up and spread out a little bit.
I got to address what Macy said real quick. She said she was there when Jimmy Page owned it. Wow, that's cool, because that's the only reason I know what Boleskine Manor is and Aleister Crowley is because of Jimmy Page. I'm a big Led Zeppelin fan. But yeah, Led Zeppelin the guitarist owned that building for a while, the Boleskine Manor, and they did a bunch of creepy shit in there too. So a lot of the owners have bought it because of what Aleister Crowley had done, and Jimmy Page was one of them. So,
but Aleister Crowley's home is burnt down.
Well, he's got his childhood home, but then the mansion that he built.
Oh, okay.
That's Boleskine. Actually, it's called Boleskine House.
So yeah, because in the Eddie's been there, the owner of the Monroe House.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been there. He's got pictures of it and stuff like that. It's just burnt to the ground.
Okay.
But he also has some artifacts from the house that burnt down in the Monroe House.
Oh, he does.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, cool. I know for a fundraiser for their remodeling effort that they're doing, they were selling, stones and things like that from there. So I don't know if they still are, because I want to buy one. I don't know why. I put it with my CJ Faison dirt. Just kidding.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to jump off here. I'll leave you guys at it because,
All right, man.
It's all about you guys, and that's the way it needs to be.
Well, you got to keep us in the loop on that one place you're talking about.
Yeah, and we'll see about Monroe House. I mean, if we're gonna do it, might as well do it for 2 days.
Yeah.
Anyways, especially for me, it's a drive. It's 8 hours.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
and like I said, that'd be a place I want to, I want to wire it all up.
Yeah. Does your security system carry sound?
Yes.
Good.
Yep. The mics suck, but I also use. So I'll have that, but then the places that I really want to focus on, I'll run a separate microphone to a Zoom recorder, so it's on its own track. So,
yeah, definitely gonna want to do that. And if I had the money to get more of those little cameras, I would, because I really want to set more cameras up, and it's for a reason, and people will find out.
Yep.
In the future with episodes. So,
yeah.
All right. We'll see what we can do. See if we can make that happen.
All right. Cool, Joe.
All right, guys.
Yep. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Later.
Bye.
All right, take it easy.
Bye-bye.
But said, guys, do you think a skeptic should go on ghost hunts?
Absolutely.
Yeah. For sure.
So Kenny Biddle is probably one of the biggest ones that I know, but he's also a does he say scientist? I know he says investigator.
I don't think he classifies himself as scientist, but he's as close.
I think it's investigator.
Yeah. Yep. Did you start playing music?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I was like,
I was losing my mind.
I tried to put it down really low to where it wasn't.
No, it's
it was
low.
just funny because it's so. I was like, are you hearing music? Because it's like sometimes we hear things. So it's like, wait.
I thought it was her phone. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't think it's my phone, but
that's funny. Yeah, but so let me ask you this: so when you investigated with Kenny, my big fear of doing something with him would be like being laughed at if I wanted to get a spirit box out or something like that. Like, was he totally cool with all that, or was he like, oh, Jesus Christ, here we go with the spirit box, or how was he?
When we brought out the spirit box, Joe also brought out the
Faraday bags.
Yeah, the Faraday bags, and he said that he was really impressed with that.
Yeah,
and I do plan on buying some.
Yeah,
for the investigation.
Yep.
But I mean, he didn't laugh or nothing at anybody. I mean, he let whoever do whatever. I mean, he kind of just watched and.
Yeah.
I mean, he would ask questions like asking why do you do it and what are you expecting to catch, and he'll give his side to it. It was really cool.
Sounded like him and Dawson, jokingly went at it quite a bit.
Yeah. If you, well,
not yet.
I mean, they're both on the complete opposite of the whole paranormal spectrum. You got
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun to watch, but
Yeah.
I mean, like I mean, Kenny helped open my eyes to like the science type of the stuff.
Yeah.
So it was really cool just listening to him talk.
Yeah. I reference, like in a lot of the videos I do, I reference him a lot, especially when it comes to equipment. You know, like when these teams say they got something on their SLS. Well, go watch Kenny's video on the SLS and you'll see why anything that you capture on that, just throw it in the freaking garbage. Like it's, you know, people are using it for not even close to what it was designed to do. And yes, Cassie, for sure. I definitely, you and Ron are somebody I meet up with too. Like this year.
When I did the spin wheel and it got picked for that Allegheny Paranormal, it was going to be a debunk video at first, but then I watched their video and I was like, well, I don't see them like intentionally faking anything.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had already planned on doing a fake or misguided thing with the channel, and I was like, this is a perfect way to start it.
Yeah.
And then all this stuff had to do with like science and shit. I was like, man, like I need to learn about this stuff before I can talk about it. And I was like, Kenny, and I messaged him, and he's like, get a hold of me anytime. We'll go over it. And
And I think, I really think too, a lot of these YouTube channels, I don't think a lot of them are faking. They're just, like you said, they're just misguided, you know, because they've always seen people communicate with a K2. That's what they bring when they do it, not even knowing what sets it off. Now, some of them probably do know, like the DR60 is garbage, and, you know, K2s are sensitive, and, you know, I think a lot of these channels do know now, but they still go with it because it gets them lots of followers and stuff. But yeah, you're right. There's a big misguided chunk in the paranormal world as well, like with these things. It's not a ghost. We should just set it down here and see if it goes off. Yeah, we'll just keep it here so we can be like Mackie and Amanda. Balls, flashlight.
Yeah, there's still a line between like what is possible for paranormal to do and what science can't pick up.
Yeah.
And it's all up to, I mean, for right now, it's just the way that we interpret it. And then we have to, like what Kenny was talking about, like you can't just say, can you do something to show that you're here? It's like more of like being specific with them to see if they can actually give intelligent responses. And then you have some that isn't intelligent responses, which that's going to be harder to figure out. I think it all just goes on with where you're at that time and so on. It's all, you got to do a lot of actual investigating if something happens.
I do have a video that I want to send to Kenny where, so we were in this place is called the Century Tavern. It's a place in Ohio. It's dates back to Civil War times and the, you know, the slave, the Underground Railroad. It's been there for a lot of years. It was a stagecoach place, blah, blah, blah. But something came up right behind me and said right into my ear, it said, we're here. Like I heard the voice.
And we heard it. People in the room heard it, but we also heard it then on recorders, and
the camera, everything picked it up. And it's like, you know, I hope he wouldn't say, well, it's not real because it could be a voice from somebody upstairs or something outside, because I mean, it wasn't like that thing was right here in my face. Like it, you know, I'd be curious as to what somebody like Kenny Biddle has to say about something like that.
Oh, you'd have to,
other than what it could be, you know, because
you definitely have to go to him with that, because even I would question, I would be more on your guys's, as in, because
like I said,
when I was at the Bell Mansion, I mean, I've felt something on my back.
Yeah.
And I've also, when we were all sitting at, we were all sitting in this room and I smelled perfume like really strong out of nowhere. And I asked, there was only 2 people with me and I could see them in eye shot. I mean, I know that they didn't spray perfume because there would be no reason to do it.
Yeah.
And we were all there to actually investigate. And within probably not even a whole 60 seconds, like it went completely away. Like I couldn't even like walk around to like try to trace where it came from. It was gone completely.
Yeah,
I've
it's hard
heard
to.
of that happening. I've heard of cigar smoke happening. That I couldn't.
It's definitely hard to prove or disprove personal experiences like that, because there's like the only way he could debunk that, because it's pretty clear on our audio that we got, would be to, you know, to say that I'm lying about it, or I made it up, or I put it in there after the fact, which with as much of that goes on, I mean, I can kind of understand why people would say that, but like I said, personal experiences are so hard to prove or disprove. I mean, they're, Josh, what's your take on mediums? Are you completely all mediums are fake, or I mean, what's your thought?
I've never even like experienced one. I mean, I've seen them on channels that, but yeah, I've never actually seen like a real one. I've never. So I mean, I'm on the fence with them. I'm willing to hear it. Someone that we went to that invited us to the Mansfield Reformatory was talking to us about a woman that they had with them, and they said that she was like cuckoo, like
yeah. There's tons of them.
She said that she would talk about stuff that was actually like I can't remember like actual specifics, but she said that she would talk about something and something actually, I don't know, it has to go with that. And like it was just weird how she was like completely right about something happening. I don't know if Ernie can remember it. I know I have it on one of my videos because I had my camera recording, but I didn't leave it in the video.
Yep. Because we've gone out with mediums. Dana has gifts, and you know, she's not out there doing readings and stuff like that. But I mean, I do have several friends that like they've got something that I can't explain. Like there's no question in my mind that, okay, you guys have something that, like, I don't know how you do what you do, but you can clearly do it. And then, you know, but we have encountered a lot of fake ones too that are really, really bad. So.
Yeah, I know that's what Crow's working on right now, is to show like those types, but
when we use them too, like we have, you know, especially on residential cases, you know, we've come up with rules and guidelines as far as what, like, we don't let any mediums that go with us, we don't let them tell us what they feel. You know, we basically don't want to know
it where it's broken down. It's either you're an investigator or you're actually going to be a sensitive. And I mean, it's basically, if you're going in as a sensitive, you don't know anything about the case. You don't know even the address until we're going that day. I mean, you just don't know anything to go in. And then we usually keep the sensitives together and the investigators together, just so you don't taint the investigation.
But then what's fun, and you know, I did put this in a video, is to put a bunch of people with abilities together and have them do the Estes method or something like that. It'll blow your mind at how productive that is. Like I said, we put a video out that has that, and I was like, it's so long and so right and so accurate that if I were watching that from another channel, I'd say that person can clearly hear the questions. Like, I would not believe how productive that was. It was crazy. But it's like, but personally knowing the person, it's like, okay, I know that they're not going to cheat or lie. So, you know, but that's fun sometimes, is to take groups of mediums out. Dawson, I think they're bullshit. Now
see, and I think it's the way that mediums come across and the way the mediums work. I mean, that's the big difference, I think, with it as well. And I'm finding, this is crazy, I'm finding the mediums that are more humble and don't like they don't tell everybody they're a medium, and they don't do a lot of the public appearances and things like that. They seem to be more genuine and more helpful. I think that's something that some people don't see, because a lot of mediums that have, or people that have gifts, they don't want people to know because they don't want to be criticized so bad. So they don't acknowledge it and let people know.
That's what I was going to say, is a lot of the really, really good, genuine ones, you'll never even know that they're mediums, because they don't come out with that, hey, I'm a medium, look at me, this is what I can do. It's a lot of them suppress it. Like they don't, if they've got a thought about you or something like that, they don't want to tell you because they don't want you to think they're crazy. So they
and a lot of times some people will approach those mediums and be like, hey, do you sense something? And
did the twin say anything about
a lot of times those mediums don't even want to, I mean, because they don't know how they're going to react if you say it. So you don't I laugh because I don't unless it's a family member, I don't say anything. And the only thing I really use it for is when we're on investigations, and that's pretty much or here at home, that's pretty much it.
I said, my house is 1842 and it's one of the smallest haunted towns. Delaware, that's not too far from Joe. Yeah. I mean, Carly, is it, do you have a situation that you need help with, or is it just something you're interested to find out? Because I definitely know people that are over in that direction, that if you've got like a crisis, I guess, going on or something like that, we can hook you up with some help. Cassie said she's slowly learning to trust her gut. So many times I didn't say anything. Yeah. So that's kind of proving my point that, like I said, a lot of people with abilities, they don't lead with it. They suppress it. They hide it there because they think, oh, God, if I say this, people are going to think I'm nuts. You know,
it took me a long time before I would tell people. And then once I did, I actually took like a shamanic journey that I understood, because I was freaking out. I mean, I was just freaking out because I didn't know what was going on. But I mean, everybody's journey is different. And so, and how you take your journey is different as well. But like I said, I'm very humble, but it's not something that I readily. Justice for a mountain.
I think we should get some mountain t-shirts.
I think so. My graphic designer is on speed dial. So, so it's not something that, like I said, and it's not like I have to do like when we do investigations, it's not always that's the thing that's going to happen. It's just, if it comes to me, it's coming to me. If it's not, it's not a big thing for me.
Yep. Welcome to Medium Chat.
Yep. It's not
AM 1370.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
So in a way, it's like there's so many fake mediums that it hurts to trust any real ones, and that's more common than the fake paranormal. And that's why it comes hard to trust any paranormal, because they've ruined it.
For instance, for me, Jeff can vouch for this. I have 2 people that I will allow to do any type of like Reiki on me or do any type of energy work for me. 2 people. That's all. And we've actually had somebody try to give me energy and to work me. And it was like, Jeff literally had to tell him to back the F off from me.
Hang on one
second.
second.
He wouldn't leave me alone.
Carly, send me a private message so we can talk about that. Boo Productions on Facebook, or Jeff Schlachter is my name. So yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to. I just didn't want to let that one go.
Yeah. So, I mean, we actually we were at an event and I was getting very overwhelmed and I just knew I needed to get myself in check. And this dude kept wanting to work on me, and Jeff literally had to tell him to get up, because I don't feel comfortable with it. And that's something too, whoever's doing like a reading or anything, or even doing Reiki or energy work, you have to feel comfortable with them or it's not going to work. And like I said, 2 people, I only have 2 people that are allowed to work on me, and I will allow to work on me, because
Kaza says she loves Reiki.
Reiki does amazing things.
And we were at another event where it was like a holistic fair. So it was full of psychics and mediums. And this one that was sitting next to us. So we had a booth. We were doing live streams from there. That was the reason that we were there. But there was a medium next to us. And so, you always talk to the people that are your neighbors at these events. And she's talking to Dana and she's like, I'll give you a reading this weekend. So, it never came time to give Dana the reading, but then she had come over and talked to me when Dana went somewhere. And we're talking about our dogs and Dana's kids and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden she's like, okay, Dana, we can do your reading now. And she starts talking about the dogs and the kids. And I'm like, you bitch, man. I was like, you freaking cheater. Holy shit. I was pissed. But there's just a lot of that goes on that you're right. They give legitimate ones a bad name because I totally believe that people have those abilities. Kaza said she's had Reiki done for her migraines. Yep.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's surprising. Like I had a lot of stuff going on, and when I started doing the Reiki, everything in my body just changed. I mean, it took work to get everything balanced, but man, once you get it all and you work on each level as you go, it does amazing things for you. My life is so much more balanced since I started doing Reiki. And
Carly, you're fine. I like I said, my background is in that, and I do know people throughout the states that, if you need help with something, I can probably hook you up with somebody.
I just messaged her, or I just said something to just contact us.
Yep.
I got this damn can in my way. I can't read all the chat.
Why did it not?
I kept looking around it. I didn't.
Yeah.
Even the
That's a nice.
Spirits need to feel comfortable with who they used to come through.
I want to learn Reiki. Oh. I mean, there's a lot of people that like that, Cassie.
A lot of people that are massage therapists that's one person that works on me. She's a massage therapist and she does my Reiki, but she, that's what happens with her when she does the massages. A lot of stuff comes to her, but if they don't want it, she doesn't give it to them. She only does the massage, but she'll have times that a lot of stuff will go through. Like my nephew goes to her for massage, and then if he wants something, he'll just say something as well.
Oh yeah, I remember when I just seen that. So the other day I was at work and I was looking at my because I usually check my phone really quick.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I looked at my YouTube studio and I seen 2000 and it was 200. It was 15 away from 2300, and I do have dyslexia, and I instantly thought that I was 15 away from 3000. So I set it to Crow in an instant message, and he posted it on Facebook, and I posted it on YouTube, and someone commented. It said something. He's like, you're like 700 away from 3,000. And I hurry up and looked at my phone. I was like, did I just lose like 700 subscribers? And I had taken a screenshot of it earlier that morning. I looked at it and I was like, no, it's all correct. I was like, how the hell did I look at it wrong that bad? I was like,
it happens.
My dyslexia. And I hurry up and told Crow, I was like, hey man, I fucked up. I was hoping that he would take it down. I hurry up and took mine down.
Yep. What did
I felt really stupid yesterday.
It happens. Let's see. Boo, is there mediums that can figure out if you have a generational curse? I think. See, Jeffrey, I think I know people that could help you with that too.
I was gonna say, I know there are some people, some mediums can only do certain things. Like there's one medium I know that just works with animals. There's one that just works with like people that have passed, and they won't do anything with anybody that's living or tell them anything. So it just varies, but there are some.
Sorry, keep talking. I just laughed at something myself.
But there are some people that, I mean, it just depends, but I'm sure there are some mediums that can do that. It's just, I know So I think there might be one we know, not personally, but that we've gone to shows to, or shows with, that they would be able to do stuff like that.
And it's a case too where it's not like I've actually seen these people help people get rid of things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just like, this isn't all guessing in theory. This
you did a past life regression.
Yeah,
that was
weird.
Interesting, because when we started looking into some of the stuff, it was like a lot of that kind of made sense.
I'm still not 100% sure that wasn't that. I don't want to say it wasn't legit, because it was a legit session, but I'm not sold that I actually had that past life. However, that was a very, very weird.
But there was
experience.
a lot of crazy things in the past life that actually, like, he was a carpenter in the past life, like to multiple past lives, he was a carpenter and he's a contractor. So it was kind of like,
it was weird.
There was like some things that were like, how crazy is it? Because the same things are just repeating in every life. So
it was Jeff, the one that is wanting to join us. He was the one that commented and let me know that I messed up my count.
So far, it's looking good that he's going to get to go.
Yeah, he's the only one so far.
That's cool. No, what did I laugh at just a second ago? Yeah, as Carl says, why is dyslexia so hard to spell?
Right?
That's kind of funny.
There's actually like the phobia of like mispronounce or whatever, or like the phobia of big words is like actually like some really long words.
It's like I think it's even longer than like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Yeah, it's like, okay, so yeah, you're afraid of those big words, and that's what it is there.
Jeff, where are you from? Jeffrey Kuhn, how close are you to the location? Because I'm wondering if we should probably just get it for the overnight.
Like I said, I'm game either way. We've got
we've
got our babysitter lined up. So
I was like, we have a dog. We have a babysitter for the dog, so we're good either way.
Yeah, I'm off Monday and Tuesday, and I went ahead and took PTO for that Saturday and Sunday. So
cool.
I'm all good too. I don't know if Ernie's still in here or not, but
I'm gonna let you guys chat for a minute. I have to exercise my 1 hour.
Go figure.
Privilege.
So it says we have 44 people in here. Looks like most of them are on your end. So if anybody else is in here that doesn't know what this stream's for, so June 1st we're going to be going to Middle Point School to investigate. I'm trying to find this picture. How would I put it at? Right here. We're going to be going to this location to do an overnight investigation. It's going to be both of our teams. Let's see. If I can get it together. Where the hell did that picture just go? I'm trying to get it off the screen. All right, oh yeah, you're still here. So we're thinking if maybe we should get the school overnight.
So I was like, Jeffrey says he's 11 hours away, but I'm a truck driver by trade, so I drive 11 hours all the time. No big deal. And he's the one. He also said though he's never really gone. He's wanted to go, and so that's kind of the person we're kind of looking for, someone that's really never gone on investigation. So kind of to give him the chance to do that. So that kind of works out if he's still game for the 11-hour trip.
Yeah, that's a long drive, but I mean, it's on you. I mean, if you want to do it, I mean, you're the only one that's said anything yet. But so we're gonna give it probably till maybe about this time tomorrow. If we have more than 2 names, we'll probably just throw it in like a little spin wheel and do like a little drawing. We're doing one for. It's a 2-hour drive for me. It's only one. It's like 1 hour and like 7 minutes, I think, for me.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half for us. So
Yeah, we're all close for the most part. But yeah, we're going to do one person for their channel and one person from my channel to join us during the investigation. It's going to be, I think it's 7 p.m. till like 11 a.m. if we do the overnight.
yeah.
If there's a certain type of guest, no, there's not really a certain type of guest. I mean, we were kind of hoping.
I think that's on our channel. Thanks, Kaza, for the 2 months.
We were kind of hoping that it was somebody that hasn't done an investigation before, just so that you can get in the field of it. But I mean, if the person that is picked, if they're not, I mean, it's completely fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Rose is a Reiki teacher. That's cool. So yeah, it looks like Kazig became a member to us for 2 months. So that's cool. We appreciate that.
No, they've been a member for 2 months. I think that's on his.
No, ours is the green.
Oh.
Oh, I was
No.
wrong.
No,
Kaz
it's not
is
on
still
ours.
cool. It was green there a second ago. Holy shit. What?
It's green on my end.
Well, it was green and then it turned blue. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Kaz is cool anyway. I see her. See there? It's fucking green. Look.
Yeah.
Now is it blue?
Either way, thanks,
Yeah.
Kaza.
Yeah.
She's cool as hell. She supports, you see a lot of these same people that are in here supporting all kinds of channels. It's cool.
See, all members
That's
are
good to
green
know
on
what you
are
think is
green.
the right
Channels
course.
are green. So
Wait, what?
it says all memberships on all channels are green.
Oh.
So because we're both broadcasting, it's hard sometimes to see whose is whose.
What, Josh, what kind of stuff do people put out, or what do you put out for your members? What kind of stuff do you have on that side?
I'm trying to think of something. Like I want to like release videos early, but the only thing that I've been able to really come up with was like I released like an idea video, which was the fake or misguided. Like that was an idea, and I brought it up to the members only.
Yeah.
To see what they thought. And
yeah, we've been putting oops, sorry, go ahead.
Are you good?
No, I was just gonna say we've been putting up like a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Well, I mean, not a lot. We've only had it open for a week, but we'll put like a lot of the intros that I do are funny, and but I put myself in really awkward situations to film those. So like I'll put stuff like that up behind the scenes footage on that, and we're gonna put up we're gonna put up raw investigation stuff too, because I know a lot of people that don't get to investigate still want to try and analyze. You know what I mean? They like to watch the videos and listen to the audio. So
yeah, I have every investigation that we've done. We have multiple cameras, and it's like hours and hours and hours long.
I have 10 terabytes of stuff. So I've got
Devon. It's usually good to have a skeptic to investigate. That way you have someone to question stuff.
Yep. Jerry, the guy that's on our team, he's very, very skeptical. He believes, but he's only had one experience in his life.
And it was so hysterically
because
funny.
he tried to if you've ever seen a debunker at work, that was Jerry, because he got touched by something one night. For a half an hour, he's like, okay, what could it have been? Like this dude was.
Yeah.
And
we went back a second time, and he went to the same area and kept trying to do stuff and trying to figure. See, there you go. Awesome.
Thanks for the gifted, Kaza. It's in green.
Yep. Thank you. But it's the other one was a different green. They're both green, but two different greens.
Gotcha.
So
thank you, Kaza. Appreciate that.
So is there a gadget you think ghost hunters should try to use?
Cat balls. I'm just kidding. I mean, like my personal opinion on equipment is like the Ovilus. Let's take that for example. We've taken that out many, many, many times, and it just spits out words. You know what I mean? But then there was one time in all the years that we've been using that where we were standing in front of a grave, and the family name was Story, and we were trying to talk to the mother because of a story that, you know, had happened there. And it said mother, and then it said Story. So, you know, it's an obvious, it's not hooked up to the internet. It's one of the old ones. Like, to me, that was pretty interesting. Like, what are the odds of it saying that back to back while we were actively investigating that particular thing? So
we were at the Mansfield Fire Museum, and when we were there's the older guy that owns the place was giving us like information about a woman that was always there to play bingo, and she was there so much that she considered it her other home, and she said that when she died that she wanted some of her ashes to be sprinkled there. And he showed us up at the top where he actually did sprinkle some of her ashes. And her name was like, I don't know if Ernie's still in there, but her name was like Edith. It was something that's not a common name. So we went up in that area. We walked around for quite a while. And then we went up there probably about half hour, 45 minutes into the investigation. We went up there and we said something like, if you're here, can you touch? I think we did have the capital at that time.
Yeah.
Ethel. And we went around this like little area, and we heard, I think, the REM pod going off. And we came back and we said, who was touching that? And it came back and said Ethel, her name, and it was actually one of the apps that did it.
So I think some of that stuff can work, you know, like it, but not as near as often as what YouTube says, you know, the YouTubers. But I do think each piece of equipment that I hate, there's been at least one time where it's been like, okay, I can't explain that, you know. Like I said, that one time with the REM pod, you got some tapping going on over at your house?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably hear my mouse clicking.
Oh, okay.
It was like you could hear something like
I heard tapping, and it looked like you were looking around. But Dawson
I was looking at my other screen.
Okay. Dawson made a comment. It's he used an Ovilus with a friend, and it made me never want to touch one. It went off constantly and just random shit. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I hate it. But there was that one freaking time where it's like, God damn it, we got to get that out again now. Carly, we were talking about, when Joe was on, we were talking about possibly
Monroe House.
Monroe House, but then the big asylum. What the hell is it called? The big one. Waverly Hills.
Well, yeah.
We're talking about potentially meeting up there.
Then he has another one that we don't know about yet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Crow's got plumbing.
With the plumbing. All right, I'm gonna.
Ate too many hot dogs.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to say it.
Are you good? All right, I'll show you this. I got fucking energy drinks all up on my desk. I gotta. Anytime I edit, I gotta have one.
Yeah. Uh-oh, he kicked himself out. What happened?
Uh-oh.
Crow, I wish I was closer to you. I would try and help you. Is there a ghost in the live? I think so. It just took Josh out.
Yep.
We lost him. I hope he did. I think he was trying to maybe share a screen or something. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Hopefully he comes back. We'll have to keep an eye on our messenger. So I guess we're in charge.
It looks like there might be.
Although I can't change the comments. Oh, there he is.
I don't know why, but my camera is connected to my computer tower, and it still drains the battery a little bit.
Okay.
But as I said, all the equipment that we used to use, which I'm going to show in this video, We don't use these anymore, obviously, but I'm going to show you that work.
Now we got tapping going on over here. You didn't hear that?
Yeah, I did. I just thought it
Okay.
was you moving.
It probably was.
Who?
In the picture.
Ethel? Yeah, it says right on the sign by the cane. It says Ethel's cane.
I'm way too far from it.
I'm definitely way too far from it. We got a K2 meter over on the table going off.
Lower.
Lower.
I can't. What do you mean lower? Is it because we're upstairs, or why would it be saying lower?
We've been trying to get back at this location, but the owner, he's an
Yeah,
older
it's
guy,
almost-
and he had to have like
I
back
don't know if
surgery
you
or
can
something,
see it
Oh,
and
on the live.
like it's impossible to get a hold of him.
I'm trying to stay far enough away from it to where my phone's not setting it off. But yeah, it's lit up all the way to the yellow. Oh yeah, there's windows. I better
Is there
look.
anybody in there? Oh, you can actually see in one.
Oh, it's like little offices.
what is that place, or can't you say?
It's a Mansfield Fire Museum, so it's like the fire
Okay.
trucks, and
What
Okay.
was that?
That did sound weird, like it almost like it
I think-
echoed or something.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if
sounds
it
like an
had
echo of a
something to do
voice.
with the Mansfield prison. And I think it had some connection with it. It's not far from the prison itself.
Gotcha.
What did it say a little bit ago? My name?
So yeah, this was the
Ethel.
fucking.
No.
No.
way, dude.
So it wasn't a common name, but it was
Yeah.
it was just weird.
It's like I said, I think sometimes these apps and ovuluses and equipment, it seems like, okay, I think it's legit sometimes, if that makes sense. A lot of the times it's like, that's bullshit, but there are times like that where it's like, how do you explain that? What are the odds? Hey, Jeffrey Kuhn, message us.
Yeah.
I saw your comment up here. So anybody that I said, if you need help with stuff,
Just message
Yep.
either Jeff or myself.
and if we can't do anything, we can definitely hook you up with people that I 1000% trust. I don't.
I was gonna say probably
out people's
message
names.
Jeff because it's like on the because I'm not really
Yep.
on the
Or Boo Productions.
yeah.
on
Just
Facebook.
do Boo
That's a good way.
Productions on Facebook and we both will get that
Yep.
one.
Oh, Dawson went scrying one time. I did that one time, dude. That shit was weird.
But then also we've done stuff with mirrors that we've had to get
Yeah.
rid of, which is what? No, what? That's one thing we need to put on the members
That
only.
that should be a member
That's
video.
got to be a members only. Us, this is a house that we help to maintain. Like it acts up every once in a while. We have to go back and just take care of it. But we were asked the one person that was at this house, they no longer were in the house, but they had a mirror from the house. And they said that everything was going on at their new house with this mirror. So we were asked to take the mirror. Needless to say, I was video recording this and it was hysterically funny to see Jeff and our friend Harold with this mirror. And then getting rid of it was even funnier. So that's a video that needs to be on our members
we were
page
having-
because it was so funny.
We were having arguments about like,
about
if
kids
we
coming
throw
and
this in the dumpster, are we supposed to break it? And then we're screaming at each other. No,
No,
don't
don't
break
break
it, you
it.
dumbass. Then
But
you're
then
gonna
we're
get
like, if somebody else finds it and they break it, it's like, no, as long as we get rid of it and just so then I'm like literally in the
It's
garbage
hilarious.
can covering it up with bags because there's like teens that could like there's kids and teens that could be throwing garbage in there. So I'm in there moving garbage bags around to cover it up so nobody can see this mirror so it can get because once if nobody knows they're breaking it, it's no big deal. So we had to make sure we covered it. It's a funny
it was
video.
funny. Two grown ass men, like,
Even the
I'm not gonna
car
say-
ride is funny.
yeah, I'm not gonna say we were afraid, but we were like,
It was funny.
way too much freaking out over this thing. It's hilarious. We'll have
Yeah.
to post that one. That's funny.
That
Like I
one's
said,
funny.
we've got years and years of that kind of stuff that we've just never shown. That
And
not
we have like
necessarily-
some stuff like because like I said, most of our stuff is residential, but the stuff I mean, sometimes when we're even doing residentials like afterwards and that we
Yeah.
have funny outtakes from it, but not when we're doing the investigation, but like before or after
Yeah.
that we've done.
We done a couple like hot sauce things, which me and Seg was supposed to do, but not sure what happened.
I think I would have to tap out on that. I can tolerate spicy food to a point, but when it's just hot to be hot, I just can't do that.
That's when it's funny. Well, not for us, but it gives the viewers something to laugh at our pain.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
We do this every once in a while. This year, I can't participate in it anymore, so
Oh,
I will be
yeah.
the one narrating the situation. But we did what was it?
We call it the Paranormal Power Hour, where we just get people on and do a live stream, and you have to do a shot of beer every 60 seconds.
But then if there's certain words,
I can't do that.
Right.
Yeah, but if there's certain words, then you have to do like you have another like a specialty shot or something you have to
swear, do. You have to.
Yeah, or what basically it was, you did a drink an hour or every 60 seconds, but then you had specialty shots for or like whatever it was that you would have to do if somebody said something, a certain word, or if somebody did games. A certain thing. Yeah, it's crazy.
And
it's super fun.
It is. It's fun.
It's fun, but I'm gonna miss out on it because I can't do it anymore. But
we did like a shot of beer every 60 seconds after an hour. You are pretty well.
I tapped out
lit.
at 30 minutes.
Yeah, you're pretty well lit. I think Side Eye Guy would participate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got to get Seg on that drinking show.
Yeah.
Well, I can watch, but I don't drink.
Yeah. Yeah, and I respect you for that. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm always the DD now. Since last September, I'm the DD now. So it's like, okay. So we said we'll just have to be the narrator next time we do this.
Yep.
I think we stayed up just so late that it was. Yeah. I'm sure since once all of us went upstairs, we all just crashed.
Yeah.
No, also we were up till 4:00 in the morning. Yeah. 4:30.
It wasn't Joe sick. Wasn't Joe really sick on that?
Yeah, he was sick, but he was still able, because like when we were taking like our breaks and between doing stuff, he would go in there and lay down. But as soon as we were talking about going to the next spot, he was up right away.
Cool. I see Julie's here. Parasolo's got the beer in the shot there for Seg. Yeah, you didn't watch that.
What?
When Seg got drunk last weekend. Okay, so Seg, don't hate me for this. There was a moment in today's live that he did where he does his Michael Jackson impersonation. I mean, he got a really, really very, very nice donation today. So he felt the need to do something special. And
interesting. See, okay, because we were talking about this earlier, because I like listening to Sag because I like his voice. So we're like laughing about it because I'm like, okay, so that would be even more interesting. Yeah, interesting.
It's funny.
Can you put this name on that list? It's Renee with RENE with the little line above the E. LLEW.
LLEW.
Yeah.
Okay.
LLEWELLYN. So I got you on there. Said I messaged back, but that's only 2, right? That's 2 now.
Yeah, that's 2.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, if we don't get anybody else, then you guys are good. But if we do get any more, then around this time tomorrow, we'll do like a little spin wheel and see who's going. But and this person is a skeptic, but not. I think it's not like a full blown get all scientific and stuff. But
like I said, that's how our guy on our team, Jerry, is. He's very so we met him. He took a class that we were part of teaching and instructing. It's just a fun ghost hunting 101 class, but the one of the instructors kept labeling him as a skeptic, and he was like, I think he was kind of getting upset. He's like, no, I'm not a total skeptic. Like, I believe, I think there's too much bullshit.
You need to prove it.
Yeah. And so, I mean, Jerry's those are the type of people that you want investigating. because they're not so much everything is haunted. Let's, everything that lights up, it's a ghost. And, you want people that don't believe that way. So.
And it's funny because even with me having the sensitivity and the sensitive side of it and that, I'm heavily on debunking stuff a lot. Like, I'm like, what? I mean, because Jeff gets mad at me sometimes because he'll get excited because he finds something. And
I don't get mad.
No, but it frustrates him because it's like, dang it, I thought I had something good. And then I just no, that's not it.
Because, I mean, Josh, I'm sure you've had that where you're analyzing audio and you caught an EVP. And then you play it for somebody and they're like, no, dude, this is what that is. And you're like, God damn, son. You know what I mean? I'm sure you've had that happen.
Yeah. I've had that happen quite a few times. And it's weird because I quit using like actual EVP recorders because it seems like I never get anything at all on them. If I do get them, it seems like I get it caught on my my Rode mic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, camera mics are good sources of, because it's good clean audio a lot of times. It's not like a cheap recorder. So
yeah, and it's focused on a certain direction than all the static and stuff around.
And that's what I like when I told you that one that came up behind me and said, we're here.
Yeah.
Like, we caught that on my camera. We caught that on 2 other recorders.
Two or 3 recorders, and 5 people heard it live all at the same time. It was just crazy.
And I've gotten EVPs too, where you can pinpoint where it came from based on where your recorders were in the room. Because it'll be quiet on this one and loud on this one, and then kind of medium on this one, if that makes sense. So you can kind of determine where in the room it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff?
No.
I used to watch them I never watched any of their live streams, but I used to watch them like when they first started, and it was like crazy, like all the stuff that they would get. And then turns out that like they got way too much stuff, and like ridiculous stuff, like demonic type crap.
That's usually a good sign that a channel is not on the up and up, is when they catch that much stuff week after week after week after week. That tells me like you guys are doing something, or
we're getting the puppy a cookie.
Yeah, the dog's like fortune cookies. That's how spoiled they are.
I don't even know what they're doing anymore. I know that they went to something where they're making people pay, and people paid, and then they didn't upload anything. That was all stuff that I got from Seg's last video on them.
Yeah. Yep. I know The Shape recently really, or maybe it wasn't recently, maybe it was something I watched that was from a long time ago, but he really nailed them. I mean, it was a solid debunk. Yeah, it was recently. It was in the last couple months.
Who was it?
The Shape did. He really caught them.
Oh yeah, they're so bad. They do that quick turn and cut.
Yep. Let's see. There won't be any kind of handcuffs in the. I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't typically carry handcuffs in my ghost hunting kit.
No.
Those ones were mine.
Oh, those were yours.
Oh, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, they're actually police handcuffs.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. What is the reason that you do that? Is to put people in like a fear situation?
The reason why I got them is because we were playing. It was when we were planning on going to the Mansfield Reformatory, and Ernie, he does 3D printing, and he knows how to work on electronics and stuff like that. So he built a REM pod that looks like a cigarette pack to help as a trigger object. Mm-hmm. So it looks like an actual cigarette pack with cigarettes sticking out of it. So if they actually go for it, it would set it off. And I was like, well, we can go another way also is to get handcuffs and pretend that we're actually inmates and handcuff ourselves into a cell and be there by yourself. Which I was waiting for us to find a spot that seemed like we would get anything happening.
Yeah.
But that place was just so quiet that we never got to that point.
I've been there and I've smelt cigarette smoke too, and a couple of the cells, which was crazy because it was like, I mean, because I mean, if you've been there, you know, there's no way there's somebody literally smoking in there, but just, I mean, it was a distinct cigarette smoke in there. That was crazy.
Yeah, Kazza says as long as there's a safe word.
Nah. Oh wait, Jeff has a safe word.
I'm very ticklish.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you definitely got to have a safe word when you're.
But even we use, but it's funny because the safe word actually started when we started investigating together, so that if we're in a situation, we know that we need to use that. We need to use that word.
Well, and not only that too, so when we investigate, we always say, if you're here with us, say this word, because it's a word that, like, you're not going to mistake it if it comes on your EVP or recorder or whatever. It's giraffe.
Yeah.
You know, so if you get giraffe on an EVP after asking about that, I feel that's pretty interesting. We've never gotten it, by the way.
No, we haven't, but that's what we've set up because we are like one word that we always use. But that's like when we're on investigations, we know if we say our safe word, then it's like, okay, that something's up, and we either need to, like, he knows if I say the safe word, he needs to get me out, because so he knows he just needs to get me out. For him, usually it's like, we've never had an investigation ever. He's never really had to use it, but I think I've had to use it a couple of times that I just use it. And
Carl, so yeah, post his thing up there. That's actually an interesting thing because a lot of the really good EVPs that we've caught while we're setting up. Like, very rarely do I catch an EVP where it responds to a question. But we'll get voices a lot of times, and not just saying like one word, but like saying phrases, like, you know what? Because the first thing I do is I go in and I set a recorder somewhere, you know,
or you get
or
it when
a camera or
down.
something. Yeah, or so like when you're in your downtime is when I've captured a lot of EVPs that I've gotten. It's not necessarily in sessions and asking questions. So yeah, it's not like we're not. There was one that a buddy of ours caught that, like, oh crap, what did it say? Something like, hurry up, come in, can't wait, you stupid students.
Yeah.
Like, it was a long phrase that they caught.
It was,
you know, while they were setting up. And it was, so a lot of times when you're not paying attention, that's when stuff happens. And that's why, too, a lot of times we don't capture things on camera that we see as personal experiences, because you're not looking for the ghost with your camera. It's just you're sitting there bullshitting or whatever, and oh, crap, did I see a shadow over there or something like that? You know, I'm sure you've experienced that too, where you're not investigating yet or whatever, and you see stuff or hear stuff, and it's like, crap, where's the cameras? But
yeah, I was just talking to Crow about that just yesterday. I don't remember what brought it up, but we were just talking about how you can just go in and just set your cameras up and then just go about hanging out with people and just talking and stuff, and just see if you catch something. Because it seems like a lot of people say that, well, this happened, but I didn't have my camera out.
Yep.
That happens a lot at we go to this place called the Old Mill in Michigan, and that happens a lot too. If you just are carrying on conversations without like really incorporating, you get a lot of stuff that comes through.
And that's another reason too why I like to use the DVR cameras, because they're always recording, you know, and you'll catch stuff on that that's like. And then the cool thing about that is that if you catch something odd like that, you have record of where everyone is with your DVR camera set up, you know, so you can say, okay, that definitely wasn't this group because they were way over here. You know what I mean? So that's another reason why, if we can, we like to use our DVRs. It's proof of where people are when things may happen, you know, in a different room than what you're actually investigating. So
yeah, it's good to have that backup.
Yep.
So we'll get it. If you want to see if you can get a hold of them today and see if there is electric there. Hopefully there is. That way we can have ways to charge batteries and stuff.
If it's the video that you did with Yasko and stuff, I think there were lights on there. So I mean, I think there is some power, but I will definitely
I
ask
feel
him.
like I remember seeing some down on the first floor, like in the hallway. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing lights on.
Yeah. So if
I
they
know
have,
they did see one up in the upstairs room because they don't remember or they don't know how it got turned off. Or...
Yep. Yeah. So if there's power there, we'll definitely have that DVR set up. Let's see, Steve, thanks for making me blush. Oh, I must have missed something.
She said that was a great
Oh, okay.
question.
Gotcha. Cool. So,
well, I probably get ready to hop off here.
Yeah, 2 hours. Yep.
2 hours.
Yep. So we'll say it one last time what we're doing. And
and we'll maybe make a make a post on YouTube as well, just for anybody that's missed it. And but for anybody that is in here now that doesn't know what the announcement was, is that June 1st we will be investigating.
Stop.
Let me bring up the picture.
You want another cookie?
I think so. It's dinner time.
Yeah. Oh.
We'll be investigating the Middle Point School. It's in Northwest Ohio.
No, it's more like Midwest.
Yeah.
It's definitely Western Edge. It's not too far from Indiana.
Okay. So more Midwest Ohio. If we're wanting to invite 2 people to join us, it's not going to cost you anything besides your own transportation there and back.
Yep.
We're more likely just going to be having the location for the entire night, starting from 7 p.m. So if you're interested in joining us, you can get a hold of one of us, send us an instant message, or any way you want to let us know if you're interested.
Should we set a cutoff?
I think he said tomorrow about 3:35 tomorrow. I think he said.
Yeah, around the time that we started this up. Yeah, it's probably about 3:30 tomorrow. We started the stream up at 3:30, so about 3:30 tomorrow we'll announce if we get more people.
And I'll just answer Jeffrey's question real quick. Jeffrey, I don't know if there's a particular reason why it's haunted. I'll do some research. We don't let Dana research.
I won't research.
But I'll definitely do some research and see what's up and what some of the stories are. See you later, Julie.
I know in the beginning of my video, I think I left some of it that what Jasco was saying some of the claims were.
I'm sure they're all.
I don't remember. That was quite a ways ago when I did that video.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch that as soon as we get off here.
I don't know if any of you guys are interested. I did 2 videos, one on Jasco. Let me get rid of that. One on Jasco at this location, and one on Angelo. They both went to this location and did their own videos. So everything that you see in their video, it took them an hour, because they do mention one of the videos, that the other video only took an hour to do.
Yep. Oh, Boo didn't get a cookie. Yeah, but and they have more happen in that hour than I've seen in 5 years.
Yeah. So we're inviting you got 2 of you guys to come and actually experience it. See what it's like to investigate that location for real. Yeah, nobody's gonna take Jessica's word for anything. But yeah, if any of you guys are interested, probably we could also both make a post on our YouTube, and then if you guys are interested, just leave a comment, let us know on there as well. So and we'll be back.
We'll put a post up.
We'll be back around tomorrow and let you guys know.
All right, cool, Josh. I'm looking forward to this. Thanks for reaching out. This is going to be fun, and into the 2 people that get to go with us. I think it'll be cool.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. Thank you.
Right.
Later.